we got in the building?
Is the Miss Knockout
Doctor's
Show
in the building,
on the
Cindy's in the building,
airwaves?
Shauna's in the
So
building.
like, if I, share if I, bless if I the flow. Is the Miss Knockout Show? Now you already know. Hot topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for? MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beats to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat goes shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessed if I let the energy fly. Hit that tapify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the Miss Knockout Show. Knockout Show. Hot topics, beats and the glow. You rockin' with Miss Knockout. Let's go.
In direct, it's the Miss Knockout Show. Welcome in, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Miss Knockout Show on this fine Wednesday already, right? It's already humpity dumpity dump day. Wow. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to, first of all, bring people in the room and get started and warm up the room. Then we're going to do some hot topics. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Star. Thank you so much, Star. I see Cindy. Zoe Ann is in the building. What's up? Thank you so much, Star. Thank you. So everybody come on in. How's everybody's humpity dumpity dump day going? It's the humpity. This week is going fast, right? Is it me or it's the middle of the week already? Everybody come on in. It's the Miss Knockout Show. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, man. We got a little bit to talk about today. All right. What's up, Dina? LA Lisa's in the building. Star's in the building. We got on a little late today because, I was getting some stuff done. I got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And then we're getting ready for the visuals for Knockout Coming with the Heat on all platformifications. Good morning. The link will be in the more section and then the link tree on the tubular. Good morning, LA Lisa. How are you doing? Welcome to everybody in the room to the Miss Knockout Show. The first thing we want to do is we want to shareify, tapify, share it to your stories, repost it, all right? So we want to push the room out. And once I get started with hot topics, that way everybody will be in here and they won't keep coming in here saying, Miss Knockout, can you start all over? I'm late. And, I got to start all over again because of you. Because you just came in here and got started. I'm like, do you know how much talking I did? I gotta talk all over again. Thank you so much for the repost, LA Lisa. What's up? Liz is in here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Miss Knockout Show. We're on all platforms except for that old stubborn behind LinkedIn. I don't know what's wrong with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is getting on my nerves, man. Yeah. So everybody, let's tapify, let's shareify. I got to share it to a couple of people. All right. So, yeah, we're working on the visuals to Knockouts Coming with the Heat and stuff and building some stuff to move forward. The record's pushing pretty good so far. So we want to keep the momentum going and growing. All right. But right now, it's the Miss Knockout Show, and we're going to get into some hot topics, some breaking news, some updates. All right. So everybody, shareify. So how's everybody's Wednesday going? I went back natural, y'all. I was working those long days on the set. Thank you so much. Who got there? Hey, Kayla's here. What is up with Kayla? Is in the building. What's up, Kayla? Dark Tone is here. Hey, Dark Tone is in the building. It's cute. You like it? Yeah. It's the natural look. But I'm gonna, when I do my visuals for Knockout Come with the Heat, this is my like natural everyday look. But when I'm in performance mode for Knockout Coming with the Heat, I'm gonna go big and bold. I got some good ideas, so we putting the look in motion. It's gonna be a big bold, like retro type look, like that funky, like there's the R&B vibe to it and a hip hop element. So I want to bring some bold, funky, colorful style. Colorful. You know what I'm saying? So everybody come on in. There's a lot going on. Did you see Tommy's going around with
I can't wait.
You can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait too. Just like, I'm doing everything myself. It's so tough, You're doing everything yourself. I'm the promoter, the producer, the writer, the administrator, the PR. Well, now I got a little help with PR, right? And for a little while, and then you got to be the promotions, you got to be the visual artist, the videographer. You know what I'm saying? You got to be everything under the sun. You know what I'm saying? The baker and the candlestick maker. The candlestick maker. You always look weird. Thank you, Bernadette. I went natural today. My hair's still wet. My hair looks really small because it's wet. So we're gonna go over a lot of we didn't get to some updates for the war. Okay, warification is still going strong. Okay. Jay-Z did a new interview, so I want to wait till the room is full. Then we're gonna pull up those files. And Jay-Z really been giving interviews these days. Very rarely. He's very scarce with his interviews. But I thought it was because he was being super, super, super private. But in his interview, he tells why, he really like stopped and went on the low with stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot going on last year. They was trying to get on with that thing with the girl who grew into a lady, and she told this whole story. Then she came back and said she fabricated. The father said the father said this the first time I'm hearing about it. The father kept it really real, right? She must have wasn't like she didn't go and get in cahoots with her father and gather everybody up and say, "Yo, this is the story. See, this is the story I'm gonna tell." You can tell she didn't do that. She didn't do that because the father said, "This is the first time I'm hearing about it."
And I remember you saying you wish they would make a documentary on kid actors. I found a doc.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of documentary now. They got a couple of ones, but those Hollywood productions was doing all kinds of weird stuff. It's like I've never been in an era when people just want to be weirdos. You're getting in trouble for doing weird things. All in my mind, all Diddy was doing was making a pornification and watching it. But what jammed him up is that he was on video putting hands on Cassie, and that's what he got, caught out there on, even though it wasn't involved in the case. And it shows you that if you do one thing and make one mistake and they catch it on camera, they can use that to tarnish your image, even though it doesn't.
To send some.
Okay. Thank you, Samantha. And even though it's not connected with the case, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened with Diddy. They used that picture, that video with Cassie and him in the hallway because they knew everywhere they put that video, it was going to put the nail in his coffin because people just don't like it when men hit women. I mean, nobody should hit anybody at the end of the day. You should keep your flipping hands to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Glenda. You need to keep your hands to yourself. But
I think they were just trying to make an example out of him, to be honest.
Right. Yeah, they were trying to make an example out of him. But it's just like people just doing weirdo stuff. Now that the brother with the 19 kids family that had all those reality shows, 19 kids and counting, his brother went down for doing little people weird stuff. And now his brother is going down after he made a video way back when condemning him. saying, oh, it's disgraceful that he's doing this. Oh, he's ruining family. And then years down the line, now you doing it, homie. That means it must be in your DNA, allegedly. The weirdo-ness. We got to protect the kids. We got to protect the kids, right? We got to protect the kids. All right, so we got a good interview with Jay to the Zizzle. He's going to tell us where he been, what he been up to, okay? And I might as well show it now. Is some people in here, right? We might as well do you want to kick it off with the Jay-Z video? Let's kick it off.
It's two brothers and 19 kids counting. It's a shame.
Yeah, brothers and 19 kids counting. It is a shame. You know what I'm saying? Because 19 kids around. I mean, I think the kids are grown now, but you had this image of you being around kids, and now you're a weirdo, right? And it's like crazy that people do the weirdest things. You got a television based around these kids, and your soul and your bones, weirdo. You know what I'm saying? The first person that knows you're a weirdo is you. Let's face it. Am I right or wrong? All right, we're going to get this Jay-Z. Okay, let's see if I got it. Hopefully I got it all hooked up because my computer is just slow as slowest. Okay. I hope I saved it. Did I save it? Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay, so we're going to go straight into the video. Oh, we went down to 16. Oh, so maybe, okay, so we got to wait till the room build back up. Okay, so let's get to something else. So let's start off. We're going to start off with some updates for the war. Now, it's a crazy things going on in the airport. Miraculously, my friend who's in Florida had no problems getting home. And I'm like, wow, you're one of the chosen few. Right? She's the only one that said that she didn't have problems getting home because there's people stranded. There's people, So we're going to do a little update on the delayed flights with the airport. Okay? And we're going to do a little bit of hot topics. And then we're going to go into the Jay-Z interview when we got some people in. These look like they're easing up, but they're still going on. Okay? They're easing up, but they're still going on. They're telling people to get to the airport 4 hours earlier than their flight. And I'm like, the devil is a lie. So imagine you have a flight and you got to get there. Hey, what's up? What's up, Chelsea? You got to get there at 4 hours ahead of time and sit around with all that racket going on. And the airport is like quiet at the same time as racket going, stuff going on, and it's like to spend all that time there. My lamb. All right, y'all, let's come on in and let's get started. We're going to start it up with some updates with the warification is still going on outside. There's no more man safe because the man whose name that starts with a T went down the road and messed with them people. He went down the road and he's with those people. And that's why we're here. We're here today. Because he went down the road and messed with those people. If he didn't go down the road and mess with those people in Iran, we wouldn't have half the stuff going on that we got going on. Well, we would have something goes. There'll probably be something else going on knowing him if it wasn't this. We all know that. All right? But this world story is taking off. That this Chinese, that allegedly, right? There's a story going on. I think somebody mentioned it in there. That's a Chinese restaurant. They found a pack of frozen of 300 squirrels. Now, imagine a pack of frozen of 300 squirrels. Imagine the volume that would be alone.
Everyone, good afternoon.
So they are running this story. So I fact check it. Come out the story is some made up BS that people are putting online for clicks and views. And people are running with these stories. That's why I keep telling y'all, when y'all read stuff, really read into it. When you read stuff, really read into it, because people be putting some BS out here. Hey, what's up with you? Hey, Teresa, Deshawn's here. What's up? I'm trying to get my talkie to go, So we're going to start off with the rant that's going on. All right, everybody come on in. I want everybody to tapify, everybody to shareify, everybody to likeify. I didn't even shareify it. I didn't even share it out, Let me shareify it. Okay, everybody tapify and everybody help push the room out so I can bring you the news that you can use. All right. So everybody come on in. Hope everybody's having a beautiful, beautiful humpity dump day. All right. And we're just moving forward, trying to make the best of our life, because the war is still going on outside and we don't know which way this thing is going to turn. This is the problem with him. He's like a loose cannon. Cannonification. Thank you, Deshawn. Thank you. He's like a loose cannonification. He just keeps going and
everything all edge tag is covering your pretty eyes.
Oh, it is. Okay, let me move it down.
AMKO.
Hey, what's up? Okay, is it better now? Is it better? What about now? Oh, it's covered. Oh, it is covering. It is covering.
Knockout.
Hey, what's up? What about now? Is it good now? I think it's good now. All right. So everybody come on in. We are here. We're getting ready to talk about the war updates because there's a lot going on outside. Now, I was gonna play the Jay-Z interview first, but y'all had left and now it looks like y'all are coming back. So now we're gonna take the vote. Do y'all want to talk about the war? Or do y'all want to hear the Jay-Z exclusive interview that he gave, a rare interview that is now, okay, new interview. All right, you want to see Jay-Z? Okay, so Cindy said Jay-Z.
So when I says,
hey, Rev, what's up, Rev? Okay, Samantha said anything.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, what's up, everybody? All right.
Jay-Z.
Everybody, okay, Jay-Z. Okay, both. Okay, we're going to do both. We just want to see which one is doing. We're going to do first.
Both long.
Okay, both. Okay, y'all saying both. I can't play them both at once. All right, Joe. So we go. Okay, so let's go.
Welcome and check, follow, tap, share, repost.
We're gonna go into the Jay-Z interview while everybody's
fine.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the Jay-Z interview. Why not? All right, so this is a rare Jay-Z. And what you're gonna learn about where he been at, what he been doing. A lot of things wasn't what I thought. A lot of things that was going on. Like, I thought he was just being real private, but it turns out that there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Like that girl, that Bugsby guy. What's his name? That like Thank you. The commercials on the YouTube. The Bugsby guy. You don't hear about him too more. That lawyer. You don't hear about him anymore, right? Okay, we're trying to get past the commercial. You don't hear about the lawyer too much no more, but he put him through hellification because he had different clients making different accusations, and he actually filed something with that woman who claimed that he did something.
He's a lawyer in Houston.
Right, he's a lawyer. He had that 1-800 number. He just felt ambulance chaser to me, like, trying to chase clout and chase a bag. And as you can see, he's nowhere to be found because Jay-Z probably got a chokehold on him. Believe me. Jay-Z says he was really angry. He says he was really angry. So let's get into it. Okay, over here, we're going to hear it. Okay, over here, we're going to hear it. I'm going to get a picture. And over here, we're going to listen to it. So let's start to listen to it now. Everybody share Fight Alive, Tapify Alive, repost the live. Everybody get your orange heart. Join the Discord. Stream my song, Knockout, Coming with the Heat. And everybody come on in, drop a fire, and blessify Miss Knockout so she won't be brokified. We're going to go into an exclusive interview that Jay-Z gave, and he really gives interviews. So this is, we got to really listen because he tells a lot of what went on in the last few years in his life, and he's trying to get back out there and get his life back together and get back into what he really does. All right, so let's listen, y'all. I'm gonna find a picture over here. Okay, hold on. Okay.
It's been a long time since you sat down for one of these. Yeah, been a minute. What have you been up to? Wow, everything, a lot. Most people go through their things, very practically. You took it on tour, live every night. It was so healing. Oh, fucking Jay-Z, respectfully, or like, for what? Oh, to what end?
Everybody tap a fire. Everybody keep
How would
sharing.
you rate your 2025? Like, looking back on the last year, it was hard, really hard. I was like heartbroken. Really? Yeah. I'm glad we got right to that, so we could just get that out the way. Okay. Like, I was really heartbroken by like everything that occurred. With all like, we in the space now where it's just like almost like consequence is not thought about enough. So everything is so instant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like that whole Busby, the civil lawsuit that was dropped, dismissed, that shit took a lot out of me. I was angry. I haven't been that angry.
He was saying he was angry.
Uncontrollable anger. Like, put that on someone. Like, that's the thing that you better be super.
Now, did you hear that Jay-Z said that he was angry? What is that telling you? That's telling you that he's still getting him. Trust me, it's a reason why you don't see that Busby guy no more. There is a reason. To hear Jay-Z say that he was angry, that means he had a vengeance against him. And I'm willing to bet that's why you don't see him no more.
Yes.
Because he putting the all courts pressure on him. He said he was angry. Imagine Jay-Z getting it. What's up, Yana? Being angry and having all this power. He already stopped the girl who he made go and tell up this fantastic story, allegedly something amazed. They came back and said that she lied. That's defamation of character at its finest. So behind the scenes, Jay-Z is suifying his pantsification off. Let's listen. Everybody tap a fire. Everybody.
It used to be like that. Like, you have to be super sure before you put those kind of things on a person. Let's like me. Like, even when we were doing worse things, we were doing bad. We had those, hear those sayings, but those are things that I took from the street. Code. Those things I took because we lived and died by that. So it's strict for me. Like, it meant a lot to me. I took that really hard. And I knew that, first of all, it's not true. And the truth is, at the end of the day, it's still when you have these feelings, how do you bounce back and get in Jay-Z? I don't know. This is the thing I'm doing. Yeah, actually, it was just like, all right, man, we played enough defense. 2026 is all offense.
Oh, he said it's all offense.
When we first dropped Reasonable Doubt, we sold 34,000 records. We were in like at MTV, like, give us a performance in the last slot.
Jay-Z said it's on and popping in a minute.
What?
Watch.
You don't even have a video that we played. They ain't say these words, but you know what I'm saying. The energy was like, you're new. Yeah. Like, you haven't proven yourself. But in our mind, the fact that we released an album was proof enough of concept. We did it. That was hard then. We remember, we're not in control of distribution, marketing, anything. We're going to put the album out. That was the win. Yeah. And when we had some success, and remember, on the streets, we were platinum. Anywhere you was going to go, you was going to hear Reasonable Doubt. Did you feel that way at the time, though? No, at the time, I wanted a deal. Were you dejected? Every single label. Huh? Did you feel like dejected, or? I wasn't. Yes, I was rejected, not dejected. Okay. And you know what I mean? Like, every door was, but I always believed in myself. Yeah. It wasn't a moment that I thought, I'm not good enough for this industry. at every rejection, I thought, why do they have this guy in place? He doesn't know what's going on.
Like they're slacking. They're not seeing the vision. When you look back at that time, are there things that you're glad that you didn't know?
Yeah, of course. It's almost like if you're in the room and you go through this room and you get to the end and you open the door and you're like, wow. And then you turn back and he turned the lights off and it was like pits and snakes. You know, your naive nature just naturally navigated you through the dark. And that's made up for the things that we didn't know. And it helps because you can learn something so much that you just tap out. I think that happens a lot in the music business. Like people get in the music business for the right reasons and they're very passionate about it, but then it becomes Monday.
It reminds me of an old Kanye quote or something he said about you. When he said, with Jay, you always see the win. What do you think he meant by that?
I think that showed the entire picture. You must love me. But the wins are so big that I can see where that can dominate a person's memory. You forget the losses.
Yeah. Or the perception.
Yeah. But that becomes the perception that it's only wins. And then I do say, I will not lose.
You also are really good at kind of like, you have a discipline of almost like shrugging off any kind of perception of a loss. Like,
yeah.
What's the next go 0 for 82? I'll look at you like it's great.
Wins. If I had 0.0 point basketball team in Brooklyn.
Is that something you continue to apply? Like,
yeah,
when God forbid something goes wrong,
listen to
don't freak out.
Jay-Z interview.
Not even God forbid when something goes wrong. When something goes wrong, everything in life happens for your greatest good. Everything. I had to not get a deal in order to become who I am today. It didn't feel like the greatest blessing of all. It was the greatest blessing that I didn't get a deal. Right? So again, everything in your life, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
When you
don't skip over that.
Yeah.
It's not happening to you. It's happening for you.
Oh, that's deep.
You just got to know the distinction.
That's deep, y'all.
Everything is just how you relate to it. There's no good or bad. Shit happens.
Think about that. That's so true. That everything he said is happening. Is not happening. Wait, what did he say? Let me go. I forgot what he said.
When did you reach that acceptance of that concept?
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Distinction. Everything is just how you relate to it. There's no good or bad. Shit happens. It's life.
When did you reach that acceptance of that concept?
It's not happening to
I read
you,
a lot of books early. Seed of the Soul, Celestine Prophecy.
You got it, Shalane.
All these different books, and I was picking up all these gems and jewels on the way.
It's not happening
but I was
to
also
you. It's happening for
26 when I came in, and I lived a lot of life.
Yeah.
In those 26 years. Marcy to Trenton, New Jersey, to Cambridge, Maryland, to Newport News, Virginia. I met all sorts of people in all sorts of situations, and I came out.
I don't know them.
Never been in jail.
3 shots never touched me.
3 shots never touched me. I've never been.
Vibes. I don't know. I don't know
came
that
out
person. I don't know them. I don't know Alicia K-Back. I don't know who that is, so I can't say yay or nay because I don't know them. Everybody, come on in. We're listening to Jay-Z. All right, let's listen.
It's very
What's
rare.
up, Teresa?
And I was always curious after that.
Oh,
once you reach that part, like I've had the living, and now I'm like,
go, Teresa, go in and out on the clock. Go in and out. If it's buffering, go in and out, Joe.
That way.
What's up, Deshaun? So we'll listen to Jay-Z interview. Everybody,
I want to ask you just a little bit about a written testimony, specifically, just because that was the most recent release. I think it came out like right before the pandemic started. So
yeah, yes, this is a recent. Yes,
yeah. My favorite verse is off.
Yes, Reggie, this is a recent interview with Jay-Z. It's an exclusive interview, and this is his first interview he did in a long, long time. And he's telling all of where he's been and what he's been doing and what's been going on in his mind. Jay-Z is a real deep individual.
That just jumbled track. I love that track. It's so noisy and just so unorthodox. Flux capacitor.
You know what's funny about that? So I don't know if you remember this. You and I were emailing about that because I wrote about that album. And I said, this verse is crazy, even if it's offbeat.
Yeah.
And you said that being offbeat was the point, champ. And I was like, well, what can I say to that?
Yeah. Sometimes you need to sit in the pocket. Cause my pocket is always, it's like with a foot over the thing anyway. It's always hanging to the last moment. And then it's like, because sometimes I try to fit a lot of words into like a small space. Then that last word just like get in the door.
Sticking with a written testimony, you have a couple of verses on there that I really like because they kind of speak to what's going on with you in a broader sense. Culturally, I said, so I wanted you to talk a little bit about this idea of like you said earlier, like do for the culture, along the ways that you try to protect and move forward, but kind of the pushback that you get sometimes about like at you and a derogatory sense.
Yeah, I think in that specifically, what I heard coming up was Dr. Dream.
Sounds
So
like
we started being successful.
next
And it was
example.
like,
Let me tell you
people
something.
had this law for the struggle.
Everybody wants Jay-Z to go down to the pits of hell. But Jay-Z is too smart for people. He's not really doing nothing wrong, but he made all this money and people just want to see him go down for something. So they're nitpicking and going through and see if they can find and conjure up to bring him down. But that girl brought a whole case against him and he still ain't go down. And the girl came out and said she lied. And now Jay-Z is suing them. So y'all think that Jay-Z is going to go down, but Jay-Z is not doing the doggone thing. It's people that don't like it when people have that level of money. So they look for stuff. If you look for things in anybody's daily life, right? Pick anybody in here. If you look deep enough down their timeline of their journey in life, you're going to find that they did something wrong. You're going to find something wrong that they did in their journey. Everybody got something that they did that's wrong. And that's what they're doing to Jay-Z. They're going down the line, finding out what he did wrong to bring it to the light because they don't want him to have all that money and success and the heights of where nobody else went to in hip hop. Very rare. Very rare a rapper goes to a Mongol. Very rare that somebody's a Nas who owns all these restaurants. And Nas owns a lot of stuff. Busta Rhymes owns stuff. But a lot of people ain't smart like that. Jay-Z is one of the smart ones. I don't believe he's going to get got. Before he get got, he going to get you like he getting that lawyer. But let's listen.
An artist, that's a mind game. What we would call back in the day for technology. It was like, no, I'm not going for that.
Hey,
no, I make art first.
What's up, Vet?
And then I make sure that I'm compensated for my art. I didn't take advantage. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people. I didn't take it. No one. That's not my reputation. That's not what I do. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people or taking advantage of
Exactly right. He's too
the
smart.
loopholes in the system or some wrinkle in like a capitalist structure. That structure exists, and I just see the world for what it is, not for what I want it to be. I'm a realist, not an ideal. It's not idealistic. People speak about the world how they want to see it. You're never going to win like that.
Jay-Z is very philosophical. He's very
You said something just now though about you pushing independence, right? Kind of like in the spirit of Prince. When you embody that, do you feel like you are kind of setting a mold or leading a charge for like what the successful black man is allowed to do?
Right,
and, like, breaking these spaces, breaking these confines.
Yeah. I even want you to take that out of your vocabulary.
Take what?
Allowed. You know what I'm saying? We're not allowed to do anything. In order for someone to allow you, they have to have authority over you. Mm-hmm. No one has authority over us. We exist like everyone else here. No one can allow us to do anything. But that question comes, that word comes from a real
I don't know
space.
His name.
And I want to eliminate all those type of words for us. Yeah. Yes. So the answer to that is yes.
When you're on a mission to eliminate words like allow, like you said, do you feel like that makes you a target sometimes from
oh yeah,
some good questions.
For sure. 100%. What's the Nipsey thing? Pray for me, y'all. One day I'm gonna have to pay for these thoughts. Real niggas is extinct. It ain't safe for me, my dog. I think a real fucking lyric.
Well, that's
You come
fine,
back to that a lot last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
more
want to
revealed
know
me, the
too.
more lonely,
I
stuff
want
like
to know
that.
too.
Who, when you say they, like, who is that?
Whatever the threat to, however the system is set up to keep things at status quo
Mm-hmm.
and keep us in a position of using words like allow.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone
Hey,
that's
Jennifer.
culpable in
Thank you, Jennifer.
creating the system that we operate under, that's they.
Yeah.
That's they. And it actually goes beyond color.
Yeah.
Because I've encountered that a lot. I've encountered that a lot where it was just like,
We do
okay,
much
this is
alike,
test for
Duro.
black man. Make it. Let me go to him
Yeah.
and
Spooky
for
Cat,
help.
say hello.
And they're like, you don't fuck with no rap shit.
Oh wow.
Not like out like that, but
Yeah,
you know,
that's the energy.
like the energy. It's
Everybody
like
will
you
listen to
see the
Jay-Z.
energy.
Yeah.
You know?
I was thinking about how you described last year as being angry and for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
I wondered what it felt like to be pulled back into that feeling and how you pulled yourself out or how you leaned on the people around you.
Yeah.
You've been saying to pull you.
Yeah. I needed the people around me more than ever. That feeling is music and it's I'll be able to float it.
Please.
Like, you know, I move on. I had to sit in that
Yeah.
for a long time. And right again, built this this circle
Mm-hmm.
that's really safe for me of people that really love me, not you, and like, you know, really care.
Okay,
So I was able to
y'all,
have that in the time, you know, the most crucial time for me,
Yeah.
especially people that were close to me. And I'll explain.
So the interviewer's name is Fraser Thorpe. Okay, he works for GQ magazine. So the interviewer's name is Fraser Thorpe. Okay, you know Miss Knockout gonna
So
find
like,
out.
you know, when those type of things happen, people run. They don't care what happened. They don't care. They just like, save yourself.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You know, so I have partners. You know, I've had big deals with. I called my guy from LVMH. Hey man, this is coming, and I can't get rid of it. I can't take a settlement.
Yeah.
It ain't in my DNA. First of all,
Now you see what Jay-Z said? He can't take a settlement, meaning that he's not
I
settling
love you so
with
much.
these. Thank you so much, Cindy. He's not settling with these people because he know that they lying. That's what he's saying. He said he ain't taking no settlement. Some people got to settle because they don't want their business out there. Jay-Z's like, I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't settling. He ain't settled with them. You know what I'm saying? So Jay-Z knows that these people are conjuring up stuff and they ain't really got nothing on him. That's why y'all ain't going to get Jay-Z. I'm telling you right now. That's just my opinion. Jay-Z is too smart for y'all and he's not really doing nothing. People are just mad because he's on the level he is. And they're going to do it to not only him, they're going to do it to all the celebrities. They're going to go all across the board. They're picking and packing it at Tiana Taylor now. Oh, why is she there? She's there because she's there. That's what the universe wants her to be. And that's what she worked hard to be at. You know what I'm saying? We all got our path cut out for us. Everybody's path ain't the same. Let's listen.
well, first I had to tell my wife. Let's just back up.
Yeah.
Like,
His wife.
it ain't
his
even
wife
in me.
is.
I couldn't. I know what this is gonna, the weight that this is gonna bring on our family.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. The makeup, I would die. It would have been cheaper, yes. Cheaper, quicker.
Yeah.
Move on with your life.
To
It was
pay him.
like a testament because people know.
So he said it'll be quicker
And
and
work for it
cheaper
and everything.
to settle with them. It'll be quicker and cheaper. But you know, he didn't do that.
Me.
Karma worked
Like, I
for
know
us,
you are,
everything.
and that's
Right.
impossible.
That's right, Cindy.
And not only we standing by you, but what do you
What's
need?
up?
Yeah.
Rihanna's here.
What did you kind of do to come back from that personally or emotionally, I guess?
I'm still working with that. That's a great question. I'm still dealing with that.
All right, everybody, come on in.
What was it like watching Blue
Everybody
coming to
that's
her
coming
own
in.
even more on this most recent tour?
That was amazing. You know, because on the first tour, you know, there was a lot of conversation around her first performance.
Mm-hmm.
And she worked really hard to get to that point, but she still wasn't going for it. she still was like going through the motions. And then after that, she just started going for it. Like she started fighting back. I saw her fight, maybe for the first
You
time
talking about Blue
in her
Ivy
life,
when she was
like
performing with her mother.
fighting back. You know, like not everything is just given to her and everything is easy. She had to fight for that, and she fought for it. Then to see her do the amount of work, she's almost on every number.
Yeah.
I had to take her off
And
physically or
special.
something. I'm like, man, you can't be on that stage where she's singing, you know, 6-inch heels. You crazy? That's never gonna happen. You know, like it was like that. It wasn't. It was
Yeah,
like a
she's
fight.
still a little
Or
girl.
she wanted to dance every single number, and that's a
And
lot
special.
of choreography to remember. She was 13 at the time. That's a lot, and she was nailing it. She was going crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Like Blue was a crazy pianist,
Oh,
but she won't let us get her like a teacher. She don't want to be mentored in that way because she wants it to feel just like fun. She don't want it to be a job. But when she has a perfect pitch, anything. If she hears a song, she'll be like, play it again, and then she'll play it.
Oh wow.
Like she'll teach herself. She'll find the notes and then she's off playing it. That's just talent. Because we tell her like, no, that's not normal, right? And she's just like, no, I just want to play. I enjoy playing. Let me just play. So she doesn't work at that. She worked at this. You know,
She did work for that from that
you know,
first
makes me
concert
proud
to the last
that she
one.
fought for something that she really wanted to do. I don't think we're gonna be able to get off that stage now. I don't know.
You pop out like when you want to, you record when you want to, like you're not in that like that stricture.
Yeah, I think 444 released a lot. Although it's the hardest album for me to make, it's still hard to. I can't even listen to 444 because it's so. It's the album that I was always afraid to make. You know what I mean? Like you think about like, man, I want to make an album like just like pure and just like vulnerable and just like the real interior thoughts.
She making
you know, not like, you know, this Superman, like this mythical figure.
So it's interesting for you to like pinpoint that because, like we were saying earlier, the last time you did one of these like kind of real sit downs was around 444 when that had like just happened and just come out. So I'm curious now, like what it's like that it's been some time since that and how you've kind of evolved with those changes and going through that door, like you said.
I'm super proud of the work that I've done and put in and to be able to do that in front of the whole world.
Yeah.
Like most people, you know, they get to, you know, go through their things, you know, very privately. Right?
You took it on tour
live every night. It was so healing. 444 to like everything is love. That's a real chapter in life that you know, it got recorded.
Everything is love. You're rapping like really like there's some crazy verses on there where you're just like flowing nuts. Like friends and nice, you know, like
thank you. And I'm a fan of my wife's creativity. She's a monster in the studio. She can hear like a sound off of like a drum 8 months prior. And you're like, what happened to that drum that was, remember that song? I'm like, no. She'll pull out the drum sound that's like needed for that moment. You know what I mean? Like, she's a great producer. So when you're around that type of talent, it's just like, again, you know, you're in that type of energy, you know, people bringing music and, you know, it's just a vibe. So those verses were just crafted because we were just having a good time.
It feels like you and her are in a real creative zone too right now. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like the last couple albums she's put out, I noticed your name in the liner notes a lot too. Like, I can kind of picture you like in the studio flowing like Unicorn is the uniform you put on, you know?
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody.
You know, again, it's that energy. Like, I know what she's trying to accomplish and anything that I can contribute. I mean,
come on in.
My family, first of all, you know, I thought it was super important and a challenge and fun to be in the room.
Does that give you some of your own creative spark to get back to your own zone and get the pen out?
It actually does the opposite.
Really?
I'm actually fulfilled in that space. You know what I mean? Just to be like, you know, a small cog in that wheel. I'm getting out that creativity. But again, I was just so like heavy. And I don't know how to make music that's not reflective of how I'm
Thank you,
feeling at the
Uncle
moment.
Dave. Thank
It would have been
you.
fiery,
Thank you, Uncle
That would've
Dave.
been-
but I don't know. I don't know if it done more harm than good.
How are you?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because
Everybody that's just coming in, we're listening to an exclusive Jay-Z interview. He really gives interview. This is his newest interview with GQ, and he talks about his life and all of what he was doing or what was going on. He just got finished talking about Blue Ivy and how she fought for her part to dance with her mother on stage. And we're going to keep listening. Thank you, Special. Hey,
you know, I have a
Special.
lot of like scratch
Thank you,
ideas, and
Special.
they're like all bad. To be honest, they're bad. It's just like all bad.
The streets really wanted you on that Clips album.
Yeah, I was close. I think I think the first thing that I say, it has to be said from me.
You can't be like
I don't want to be so rigid with it though. I'm gonna keep that open. I'm gonna take that back. But at that moment, I was like, yeah, I want to do something, but in order for me to move forward, I got to get
Welcome
this
in,
shit
chat.
out. I got to get it out.
When we're talking about putting on for the culture, what does it mean to you to be at the helm of a cultural event so important as the Super Bowl?
I think everyone should experience music in its totality. And for a lot of years, it was only one side of music that was being represented.
Yeah.
And we
Thank
got
you
the
for
opportunity
37K, y'all.
to
I gotta put that clickation
to create a more balanced idea of what popular music is today.
Yeah.
I'm not going out on a limb. It's just the most famous people in the world.
Statistically supported.
It's like I'm not like, I didn't pick like the indie artist that I really like from Portland. The number one streamed artist in the world. Him.
It's crazy that I think last year was still like the first solo rap act, which is crazy to say that last year was that. Was that a hard one to get across the board?
Not without conversations that was like dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, the stats show Kendrick broke the audience record.
Yep.
It's not rocket science. It's like this is the music of our time, and it should be represented on the biggest stage because these are some of the. I'm not saying they're the only artists, right? Obviously, other artists would be offended.
Yeah.
But I think that was the right choice.
As a rapper, first and foremost, and being one of the pillars of contemporary rap, I would have to imagine that you got a special kick out of watching that show, though, in particular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I thought it was brave. I thought what he did was brave, and it speaks to who he is as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
He could have made it a little easy on himself.
Just aesthetically and like what the
no. Aesthetically, it was beautiful. It was flawless. The artistic choice to play
the new album
was a choice and brave in front of that big of an audience. Because even if 10 million people know some of these songs, there's 120 million people that's like, what is he doing? And as an artist, to stand up there and do it and complete your vision was like, I had to tip my hat. Like, I have a high respect for him already. Mm-hmm. But like, even more of my respect was like, he's really about what he says he's about.
Yeah. I have to ask you this only as a participant, and
you don't have to give a disclaimer for it.
Well, I'm just saying, as someone who was part of probably the genre's biggest rap beef,
well, until now,
as a spectator, what did you think of the 2024 back and forth between him and Drake?
I'm gonna have an answer you're not gonna like.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna like. That's presumptuous. I think that, look, there was 4 pillars of hip hop. There are 4 pillars of hip hop, right?
Those big
words. Break dancing.
Yep.
And so graffiti.
Yep.
There's DJing.
Go ahead.
And battling.
Yep.
Break dance is not at the forefront of rap anymore. It's actually an Olympics sport. So that's dead. Graffiti.
Yeah.
Beautiful. In certain places.
Yeah.
And even in like, major art and like Keith Haring.
Yeah.
And Basquiat, actually, the street artist.
Yeah.
Took it to a next level. It's not part of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
DJing.
Hey, Sean,
the DJ was in the forefront.
With you?
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Right. Yeah.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
You don't even know the DJ for half of the artists anymore. Who's Drake DJ? I have no idea. Okay.
Know.
Couldn't tell you off top.
That's
no
true.
longer
Who
exists.
is Drake's DJ?
And the last pillar is battling. We love the excitement, and I love the sparring and
We
the
love
music
it.
you get.
Mhm.
But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it. They almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
not
'cause you gotta
it's not
degrade
it's almost
people.
like it's a final thing. Now
That's true though, because in battling, right, in that sector, you got to degrade people, and then you got to say all these horrible things about a person. And in battling, whoever says the most horriblest thing that makes it rhyme, but rags the person the most wins. And then it's so like he said, so dark. Hey, Miss. Hey, thank you so much, Miss. That's true. What I'm saying.
people that like Kendrick hate Drake.
Yeah.
No matter what he makes, no matter what he says, and it goes
Let's
far too.
rap.
It's like attack on his character and his thing and it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth where the fallout lands, especially on on social media, which takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't like that. Maybe I've grown in a space that is probably, I sound like the old guy wagging the thing, but I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing. And, you had the battle, it was fun, and then you moved on.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
Because it takes up so much oxygen.
It takes up so much oxygen.
Yeah.
And now it's just like every day they're just trying
they're still talking about it.
It's not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song, I like this.
Yeah.
It was like trying to tear down the people's life.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like trying to, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Again, I love the idea that we got so much music in such a short period of time.
Great music.
Just everything around it was just like, man, it's like taking us a couple steps back.
Yeah.
And we just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm gonna say it, I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
Oh no.
I hate that I had this point of view. I do, because I know what it sounds like. I know what it feels like. I hate it. No. It's just how I feel about it.
Well, it even kind of extended to you, right? Because people made it a personal thing that you chose Kendrick for the Super Bowl. It's like, oh man, he's choosing a side.
All the battle rappers.
Like I don't have what do I have to do with that? I chose the guy that was having a monster.
Hey, listen, is Jay-Z gonna have all the battle rappers mad? He said that he don't believe battle rap belongs in, well, where does it belong? Because people still like to watch battle rap, though. Do they? Who watches battle rap? Take a poll in the comments. Do you watch battle rap? Yes or no? Let's listen. I don't know. I wouldn't say I would, I don't say that it should be.
I think it was the right choice. It wasn't in some sort of alliance to a battle. I don't.
Yeah.
What I care about them two guys battling, like, what's that got to do with me?
Or
have at it. Have fun. It's almost like not just me, by the way. They drag everybody in it. Like everyone's part of this conspiracy to undermine Drake, I guess. But like, what the fuck? Like what? I'm fucking Jay-Z. or do respect him. I'm fucking old. Do respectfully.
Or
like, for what? To what end?
Yeah.
It couldn't be like these guys just don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't liked each other for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
For a while.
Yeah.
I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the Summer Jam. That happened, the Lex and TV sets, the minimum, whatever. It was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that point.
Myth-Bleak, what is it? The Myth-Bleak slugs in your head, right?
Slugs in your head. Yeah. It was a bunch of like little things that led up to that point. And then when it happened, I actually
Never
Like,
heard
I
of him.
really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your point, like
I never heard of him, BX. Send me a link to it in the I to the Jeezy though. Send me a link to like a YouTube or something in the I to the Jeezy. Let's see.
remember I was like 10 or 11 when that happened. I was like,
pick a side.
well, I was on your side.
Yeah, I can clearly.
But my position was I can't go out and buy Stillmatic or ask my parents to buy Stillmatic.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna borrow it and burn it because I can't deny one mic, you know?
Like I want to hear it.
Yeah.
But I ain't supporting them.
Or
yeah.
All right, we'll listen to a Jay-Z interview. Everybody come on in. Thank you so much for the 43,000. Everybody come on in. We'll listen to exclusive, the latest Jay-Z interview. He's talking about everything where he been, Blue Ivy, working with Beyonce. He said battle rap doesn't belong in rap anymore. I don't know. I don't think I agree with that, Jay-Z. I don't know, Jay-Z. Jay-Z, that's going a little too far. You know what I'm saying? We could agree to disagree. Okay, hold on, y'all. It just kicked me and booted me out. It just booted me out, y'all. Hold on, we gotta boot ourselves right back in. Hold on. Okay. Let's see.
Curtis,
All right, y'all. We got a couple of commercials.
DIYers, I woke up this morning not expecting to see a new Jay-Z interview, but Jay-Z, after now selling out 2 dates at Yankee Stadium to celebrate anniversaries of the what is it, the Blue?
This is not it. Okay, let's get back in here, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay, this is it. We went in the wrong one. Hold on to your couches.
So it's almost kind of like fostering the same independence that you carry versus like
right back to the
just
beginning.
being like you're signed to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna curate your career in this sort of way.
Yeah.
You know. I never was comfortable with that anyway.
Drake
and artist expression should be their expression.
Mhm.
I really like to fall back. That's what I think what happened with Cole. Like just the narrative around Cole is that we didn't love Cole. No, we believed in him enough to let him find his journey.
Yeah.
And he found his path. It took him a minute.
Yeah.
But he found his way.
Was that something that you had to learn yourself though too? Because Cole will tell the story about how like you wanted to sit him with Stargate and maybe think about that single.
Yeah, I was giving him a chance to take his talent and show it to the most people possible.
Yeah.
But his way. I didn't force on it. It's like, here's this record from Stargate and you putting it out. Like I forced Bleak to make them Bleak. It was like, no.
I mean, I think that worked.
My little brother. But he has to listen. You know what I mean? But like for J. Cole, he has to find his own direction. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna give him the tools.
Yeah.
I mean, we made big records with Stargate. They made humongous records and on Rihanna and blah blah blah. And even I think they made the Wiz Khalifa Black and Yellow.
Yep. Yeah.
Biggest songs in the world.
Yeah.
You don't want to go see it? Fine. All right. So I'm gonna present that, but I'm not gonna make them do it.
Yeah. What is your relationship with Cole like these days?
Obviously, there's things behind the scenes with, like audits and shit like that gets complicated.
Yeah.
But I think you given a chance to prove that you're above board is an opportunity.
Or
so I don't have any negative feelings for him. I'm actually super proud of him and what he's done.
It sounds like you're still, like, when you came in, we were talking about the mixtape, like you're still engaging with the work as a fan too.
Yeah, Clue sent it to me actually.
Oh, word?
Clue, not Cole.
Yeah.
He sent it to me because he's proud, right?
Yeah.
Think about Clue, like he have like a resurgence behind it.
Yeah. I want to go back to this idea we were talking about
everybody come on in. We'll listen
just
to the latest
doing things the right way, even when that comes to like attaining wealth and continuing to amass wealth. We're talking about B-sides. One of your illest lines to me is face to the ceiling, race to 1 billion, heaven on earth, will his wings still fit him? So like, what's the answer to that question? Is it a constant struggle to maintain?
Your morality defines who you are, right? It's not what you've attained. It's not a dollar amount that changes you.
Yeah.
And if so, what is that dollar amount? When does it start? Is it 100,000? Is it 150? Like at what point, if it's a cutoff, if it's like all millionaires are bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So at 999,000, I'm good. It can't be that way, right? It doesn't make any sense. The system is set up against me, against us. But I'm talking about my specific struggle. Everything was against me. My talent, not taking advantage of people, not taking advantage of a system, not creating tax loopholes, not just taking from other people. No, my talent pushed against all the headwind. And with that success, I've done things with my reach that I wanted to do that was helpful for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And with the system that we have, what are you going to do? Because I don't believe in that the idea that someone has a certain amount of money it defines their personality.
So when you have like an example like that versus like the kind of, I would say, commonplace public perception that someone would say all billionaires are bad, or no one should have $1 billion. Like, what's the tension?
All billionaires are bad.
I gotta give you the honest answer.
Please.
There's no tension.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you say. You can believe what you want to believe.
Word.
You know, people behave the way they want to behave.
You was who you was before you got here.
Was who you was before you got here.
Yeah.
That's the makeup of your person. You're gonna believe what you're gonna believe, and you're gonna behave the way you behave.
You're looking at a year that you define to me as all offense. And you know, you said that you made scratches and they sounded kind of like fiery and maybe not anything you wanted to put out. So it made me wonder, like, what are the hallmarks of a great Jay-Z album right now? Like, what are you trying to put out there that you would want to put out there?
I don't know yet. I don't know. But I know that we have enough negativity currently. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what I need to create currently that's gonna like fulfill, make me happy. Because that's most important.
Yeah.
Right. And whatever that feeling is, you know, will vibrate and like touch people in a way with its honesty. And maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm stopping myself from dating, trying to something that people like.
Yeah.
Is where I think a lot of artists get jammed up.
Right.
You know,
overthinking it.
Yeah, they just try to make
reverse engineer it.
Yeah. Or like, you know, they love the feeling of that white hot feeling of when they was you know, it felt new.
Yeah.
And that newness, trying to create that is where they get jammed up because you don't know slang and you don't understand. And it's sad. It's like it's cringy. Like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Make your type of music.
Right.
Because you ain't doing what you saying you're doing. I'm not doing the same thing I was doing in 96.
Yeah.
You need to make that any type of music that approaches that would be embarrassing because it's not authentic. You just gotta make something timeless that I really love and that's really honest and true to who I am.
That was good.
Man. Once said to the Russian billionaire that you were doing business with, I think with the Nets or Barclays, Mikhail. And you were saying how he showed you that you both stayed at the same hotel and you were on one floor and you thought you should stay on the higher floor, and then he was on the higher floor that he's on, and that lesson to you was that there's always a higher floor to climb. So I wanted to check back in and see if you still feel that way, like if you feel like you've reached the highest floor, or there's still floors to climb, and
he had some good
what the next however many years looks for you.
Yeah. More stuff. Because that's what this floor in the building is to end it, right? And the next step is like, oh, no, yeah, my whole.
That's hard.
I think in that way, if we just stay childlike, and stay curious.
Well, that was pretty good, right?
Mr. Speaker.
That was pretty good. It gave us a little. I'm sorry, I'm eating some chips because I didn't have nothing to eat today. It gave us some insight on where Jay-Z been and what he's been doing. And sounds like he's been going through a lot of BS, but he's back on this road. Now, let's get to this order. Everything is not got enough show. So I had to eat some chips because to hold my little stomach. So listen. So what's going on with the war right now? So the big picture of the war right now, everybody, as they know, the war is still going on. Who's been keeping up with the Iran war? Who has been keeping up with the Iran war? Put a yes in the comments if you have been keeping up. Put a no if you haven't. Well, the biggest development is that the Trump, Mr. T administration, organization / regime / let me stop. It's publicly signaling that it wants off ramp, even while the military buildup and fighting have not fully stopped. The man that's name start with the T said that the U.S. is talking to the right people in Iran, described as an unspecific Iranian energy-related concession as a major positive, but said his team has been floating on a 15-point proposal to end the fighting with Iran, but not publicly accepted that plan. The multiple reports say Tehran is still reviewing it and will while publicly rejecting key U.S. demands. So the U.S. is saying, "Oh, the demands are going well," and then the Iranians say, "The demands ain't going well. You could take those demands and shove them up your kazoo." They always had different odd ends of the fence. So the other huge headline is that this is not just a Washington, Tehran issue anymore. The conflict has become a wider regional crisis involving Israel, the Gulf states, the shipping lanes, the oil markets, and the U.S. troop deployments. And the Strait Hormuz remains the center of gravity because it's one of the most important oil choke points in the world, and reports say that the conflict has severely disrupted shipments. And that's why Cuba is over there sitting over there in the dark, because the man that starts with a T is disrupting all the daggone shipments. He's so busy down there, down the road, messing with those damn people. You know, the man that starts with T, he down the road messing with them, effing with them people. He keeps effing with them. Why don't he leave people alone and go tend to his own self? You know what I'm saying? See what that rash is on his neck and why his hands are turning pastely gray. Hey, yo, everybody coming in. Hey, Ducky. Oh, Ducky's advertising. What's up, Lady K? Thank you so much, everybody. Get your orange heart like Lady K. Get your orange heart. I'm going to make a song. Get your orange heart. No. Okay, with that, we're doing more updates, y'all, and we're going to go into some stuff in a minute. But I'm just giving a little recount of what's going on. That starts with a T, is over there effing with those people down the road. Just effing up stinking up the scene, stinking it up, right? Boy, I tell you that thing right there, boy. I got a feeling it's gonna go out. It's gonna go out with a boy. The man, Mr. T, is gonna go out with a boy. He's gonna go out with a boing. Not a look, not a bang. He's gonna go out with a boing. Boing. All right, so let's get into the oil and Iran and the war update. All right. So now let's talk about the proposal that never was, that Iran said you could take it and shove it and we'll never do it, and it's on and it's up and it's stuck and it's popping off like Orville Redenbacher. What's up, Amby? Hey. Okay, so what is this mysterious proposal? Hey, Candace, what does it entail? Well, reports say that the U.S. plan set through Pakistan contains around 15 points, including ideas such as sanction reliefs, the sanctions that he put on top of somebody, Now he want to relieve them of the sanctions. How you gonna put the sanctions on me? And then one of the perks you've given me in the deal is that you're gonna relieve those very sanctions that your ass put on me. How do you wrap that around your brain, y'all? Right? If I was them, I would be mad. Like Mr. T knows how to sell salt to a snail. Right? Hey, Candace, he know how to sell salt to a snail, y'all. So reports say that they including such ideas as sanction relief, nuclear rollback demands. Oh my God. When did they talk about when did they roll the nuclear stuff out? Y'all, they better stop. Look, y'all gotta watch how your words though. Because when did they roll the nucleus out, y'all? Woo, we trying to get rid of the nucleus. The nucleus is bad. They go all over the place, the nucleus. All right, so let's see where I was at, y'all. Hold on, I lost my place. Everybody come on in. How y'all doing? Hey, Candace. Everybody come on in. We're talking about the war update. So come on in and let's see what debauchery is going on today. All right. So let's see. Hold on. So the other huge headline is that it's not just a Washington Tehran issue no more. The conflict is becoming a wider regional crisis amongst Israel, the Gulf states, the shipping lanes, the oil markets, and U.S. troop deployments. The Strait of Hormuz remains the center of gravity as it is one of the most important oil choke points in the world, and reports say that the conflict has severely disrupted the shipments, and even there's talks of negotiations has moved. That they're saying that the negotiation is moving forward. Well, Trump is saying the negotiations are going really well, and Iran is saying, "What negotiations? Take that negotiation and shove it up your." Because TikTok don't like the other words, so and then they're both telling two different stories, right? And so let's see. So they severely disrupted shipments, and even though the talks of negotiation has moved forward, the oil prices, because the traders know whether Hamas is open or shut, and it affects the gas prices. Okay, we got inflation and we got shipping, and the entire world, he's just running amok. In other words, that thing is just running a damn muck, and he's causing everybody problem after problem. He's stopping the oil. There's no oil. No oil. Imagine no oil. Imagine no baby oil. No gas oil. Come on, we need oil. Right? So here's what the man that starts with T apparently appears to be doing right now. On one hand, he's projecting strength and saying that the U.S. has already won the war. Oh, we already won the war, and everything's like boom, bam, boom, and they're blowing up the bases and they're doing everything. He's like, yes, we won. Okay, Puffy will have a meltdown. So he like, yeah, we won the war, and then the Iranians are like, no, you didn't. Boom, bang, boom. So it's just one big going back and forth. And on the other hand, they are after the Gulf allies warned the White House that deeper strike campaign can spiral into a much broader regional disaster. Okay, the Gulf states warn of catastrophic retaliation. Okay, key word in that, retaliation. Now, what does that word entail? Retaliate on who? Not us. Not us. Because we ain't got nothing to do with what that thing is doing. Understand it. Don't retaliate against us. Retaliate against his ass. Right? Because we ain't with him. He's by himself. He's by himself. I hear some movement out there. All right, so let's see what else. All right? Get your lick back. So at the same time, Trump is not is de-escalating in a clean and simple way. The Pentagon is reportedly preparing to send thousands of more troops to the region. Listen to what I just said, y'all. They can ready to take our babies and shove them on out into the universe. Barely no training. What could they train them in that short amount of time from when they go off from the couch, rolling up a blizzy, and now all of a sudden, boom, you in the Army, you in the Navy, and you got to handle yourself like a soldier. But you just got finished playing PlayStation on the couch. These are the people that we're going to have protecting our country. Okay? What's up, Trisha? Hey. These are the people we're going to have to protect our country because they're going to race and push them on out there, right? So he's getting everybody and seeing who he's all going to be deployed. And now they changed some of the rules because you know that thing loves changing rules around. Like the one that used to be if you had your only son and you were safe and your only son is home. No, now they shipping your only son off into the moonlight. Off into the moonlight. There's no rule about the only son no more. They took the rule away. They snatched that rule away from you like they snatched a kid. A Snicker bar from a toddler. Right? Not mine. Right, Lizzie? They snatched that rule away like they snatched a Snicker bar from a toddler. Give me that Snicker bar. And the toddler's like this. Give me my Snicker. They taking rules away a mile a minute. So now, if you got an only son, they can snatch him up and throw him into the Army, the Navy, whatever he's going to be in. I know you people that joined the Army and the Navy before the doggone bingo card that you didn't see coming. I know y'all are like, what in the Effie? What in the helly? What did I do? I think I am screwed. It's terrible. It was a lot of movement. Now I hear people going up. Footsteps. All right, so let's see. Let's continue, y'all. So at the same time, Trump is not exactly de-escalating in a clean, simple way. The Pentagon is reporting that they're preparing to send thousands of more troops to the region, including forces from the 82nd Born, and why additional Marines and naval assets have been moved towards the theater. So the administration's message right now is basically, we're willing to talk, but we're also preparing in case talks fail, right? And that means that, we want to show that it's not peace yet. It's more like a dangerous pause with the military's leverage still on the table. What leverage on the table? These people are adamant and they're stuck in their ways because you showed them who you were. Because you went down the road and started messing with those people, Mr. T. You went down the road. We didn't tell you down the road. Did we tell you to go down the road? We didn't tell you to go down the daggone road messing with those folks. And now those folks said, we ain't backing down. F your apology and your talks. Shove them up your kazoo. I say kazoo because TikTok don't like the other word. And now it's on and popping up and stuck and all of that good stuff. Because you want to go down the road and mess with those people. Now let's continue with the report. So one of the reasons, right, that this is so unstable is that even if Washington wants a deal, Israel is continuing its own strikes. So even though Washington want a deal, Iran is like, we just doing strike after strike after strike because that's all we know. And that's what you're going to get from us because you keep effing with us. We didn't go up the road to you. You came down the road and you messed with those people, Mr. T. And it's messing up our summer. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. That was cute. That was cute, the little bunny head. You messing up our summer, Mr. T. We want to be laying on the decks, sipping on mimosas. We don't want to be looking over our shoulder saying where they're going to strike next. Yeah, that was beautiful, right? Yeah, thank you so much. WW Cindy in the chat. WW Cindy in the chat. Okay, so let's continue. I know y'all home cracking up with this. He's like, Knockout is so dramatic. Because he do, he just always, and it's like, it's one thing after another. It don't stop coming. You would think like he would give us a little break because we so tired. We're so tired, Mr. T. We's tired. And you just won't give us a break. You won't even let us take a nap, homie. You just keep doing thing after thing after thing after thing. It's like, don't you ever sit down and say, let me take a rest? No, you don't take no rest. Hold on. Let me plug this thing in so I can hear y'all talk. Hold up. Hold on. You don't take a rest. You don't take a day off. Nothing. No vacation, no nothing. He just keeps going like an energizer button. He's almost 80 billion years old. You know what I'm saying? You figure he'd go somewhere and sit there. Well, let's continue with our report. So another major issue has come because of political problem for Trump, the Mr. T at home. They report that the majorities of Americans say that the recent, let's move. Okay, let's move up. Let's move up a little bit because I skipped a little. So let's go back. Okay, he's making us look like idiots. Yeah, he's looking like a zombie. He is looking like a zombie. Don't he look like a zombie? He look all gray and shit. Everybody say he was orange, but he look all gray. Okay, let me change this, y'all. Hold on. They're giving me a hold on, y'all. They're telling me to verify myself. They're saying check yourself before you rank yourself. Okay, hold on. All right. There we go. So we're gonna get into some more updates. Everybody come on in. I want you to keep sharifying, and I want you to come on in. Now, we on around you. You need to keep up with what's going on around you because it's getting hectic out there. It is getting hectic out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's the thing that starts with a T. We cannot control it. He's spiraling out of control. He's doing every and anything. We don't know the method to madness. And we heard the word Taliban, and now they bringing it back thanks to the man that starts with a T. So we talked about this 15-point fire. Base 44. I don't think they're ever going to get because the Iranian said we're just going to make an example out of you. Okay, they got the bunnies out, the Easter eggs out. Everybody's looking for an outfit, and then you got to put that down every 5 seconds. Every what the hell is he gonna do next? What is it? So let's see what Iran is talking about. Let's see what
the U.S. is technically involved in this conflict. Thank you.
Well, I think it is irrelevant to ask Iran to return to diplomacy because we've been in the middle of diplomacy with the United States when Israelis negotiation happened only 2 days ago in Geneva. when this time Americans decided to blow it up. So we were in diplomacy. But we were attacked, if not instructed them to attack Iran's nuclear facility. Men of diplomacy, and they only understand the language of threat and force. And this is very unfortunate. The United States showed that they have no respect.
It's not us, sir. It is not us. It's that man that starts with T. That's who it is. Not us. Not us. It's not us, sir. It's him. Direct all your anger to him.
Diplomacy. We are now calculating the damages. And as I said, the damages are not only for our nuclear facilities. The damages are for the United Nations Charter. It was not only Iran's facilities which was bombed.
Right?
It was also the United Nations
Kamala
Charter.
predicted everything he was
It
going
was
to.
also non-proliferation regime and NPT, which was bombed last night by Americans. And it was the rule of law and international law which was bombed. So now we have to see how much room is left for diplomacy and
I'd like to hand over to TRT World.
Mr. Minister, the US President Donald Trump warned that Iran must now make peace, otherwise the future attacks, he says, would be far greater and much easier. So how is Tehran responding to death threats from Washington? Thank you.
I think it's not up to Iran to respond to that. The whole international community should respond of such a clear threat against the United Nations Charter. Iran has done nothing wrong. We do not understand why Iran should be attacked for a false accusation that Iran is taking nuclear weapons. It's now more than 20 years.
So they're saying they're being attacked because of false accusations that they are sending nuclear weapons. So I guess they're not, according to him. Who the hell is a zombie demanding that he was the one who effed up? Let's listen, y'all.
Got a pile of clothes you never wear anymore? Turn them into
Russia.
cash with Vinted. Snap a photo.
All right, everybody, come on in. We're catching up on our war.
Once it's
They're
selling, the
having a
buyer covers
meeting,
shipping. And with zero
of
selling
course,
fees,
to show you where it's at with it. Let's listen.
Then all of a sudden they decided to attack us, first by Israelis, then by themselves. And now they are threatening us for more attacks. So it's not up to Iran, but it's up to international community to condemn this, to prevent this. Otherwise, there would be nothing left for the international law, for the security at the world level. The Security Council should play its role, should play its responsibility to prevent, to condemn and prevent these kind of threats. We will certainly defend our interests. We will certainly defend our territorial integrity, our sovereignty, and our people. And I'm so glad that our people are now fully understand what injustice they are doing against the Iranian people. They are united and in solidarity with the government, and they stand firm against any aggression.
How do you assess the Western on Israel massacre legal nuclear weapons? The German Chancellor even acknowledged for us. So what is your response? Thank you.
You Blueprint A. Like, you check out her voice. Wow. She sounded really like
is under attack. By a regime.
ain't doing no nuclear.
And Iran, as you know, is a non-nuclear arm.
You can't do it all.
The whole non-proliferation regime, right? And but NPT is not able to protect us. So why to have peaceful nuclear should rely on NPT for their peaceful activity?
Miss Pleasant, how you doing?
It is very unfortunate that Israel is doing, as the German Chancellor called, a dirty job.
What's up, Miss Pleasant is in the building. Then everybody is just coming in. We're catching war. Okay, our war education. All right. So they had a meeting to discuss where they at with it. And we'll just listen to see if we can catch some tea. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody that's coming. Type of line, terrifying.
Pardon?
Get your orange heart, y'all. Blessify Miss Naka,
well,
so she won't be broke up.
I think
gotta go, honey. See you. Okay.
I'm not in a position.
All right. I'll see you later.
Reveal what we are going to do in response to what Americans did last night.
What did
I just
Americans do last
talked
night?
about the fact.
What did Americans do last night? Did I miss something? What happened? What happened last night, y'all? Did I miss something?
That NPT,
no, he
Iran,
he did it, not
from
us.
and its peaceful nuclear program, and this is a serious challenge.
Next, we'd like to take a question from IRIB. IRIB, if I can get a question from IRIB.
A question from IRIB. Please step to the podium.
Türkiye Gazetesi, Türkiye Cumhuriyeti'nde işgal gazetesi.
I'm from a Turkic newspaper and also
Sayın
representing
Bakan,
Net News Agency.
Çin'in İran'a destek verdiği söyleniyor.
It is indicated that China is supporting Iran.
Tarafından caydırıcı olmasını
How do you evaluate its deterrence power vis-a-vis USA and Israel? And can we learn your expectations about your relations with the Russian Federation?
Everybody come on in. Everybody keep tapping. Keep sharing. Put some hashtags in the comments.
Well, there was a problem with the translation, or I think with the device, it doesn't work properly. I have your question. Well, I'm going to Moscow this afternoon, and I have a meeting with President Putin tomorrow morning. Russia is a friend of Iran, and we enjoy a strategic partnership, and we always consult with each other and coordinate our positions. Russia has been a part and the participants of JCPOA, so they have been always a party to nuclear negotiations. And
oh man,
even in the
I hate
past
to hear that
2-3
word,
months
Joe.
that we were negotiating with the United States, we always
we almost
briefed
at
our Russian
72K,
friends
we
about
almost at
the
72.
latest about any progress or lack of progress in our talks with the Russian president tomorrow, and we continue to work with each other. Russia is also a permanent member of the Security Council.
Russia too.
And we know that they were trying, together with China, to introduce a resolution to the Security Council to
they need a resolution.
The cessation of hostilities.
Because summertime is coming. We ain't got time to be messing with this
obviously,
stuff.
now the situation has been changed, and I will have discussion with them at how it should be proceed.
Final question from IRIB. We can hand over the microphone to the gentleman right there. Thank you.
خسته نباشید آقای عرفچی. از خدمتتون که دیروز آقای اردوغان صحبت داشتن در میانجیگری فکر می‌کنم. ترکیه در رابطه با تحقیقات میتونه ترکیه.
Thank you. Yesterday, President Erdogan mentioned a mediation instrument. Can you
ترکیه داشتم که
had recruited to the region. Some of the countries of the region, such as Turkey, are indicating that they could be immediate.
Lots of useful, important meetings with the foreign ministers of our region, and we discussed about different initiatives and ideas existed for the peaceful settlement of this question. But as all of you know, with Islamic condemns in clearest terms the state's brutalities. It is an outrageous, grave, and unprecedented violation of the fundamental principles of the Charter. The warmongering and lawless administration in Washington.
The sad thing about it is the man that starts with a T, he don't care about nothing that man is saying.
Consequences and far-reaching implications
all he cares about is wreaking
of its act of aggression. The U.S. military attack on the territorial integrity and national sovereignty of a UN member state carried out with genocidal Israeli regime, carried out in collusion with the genocidal Israeli regime, has once again revealed the extent security and people.
America
all
on high
means
alert.
necessary.
What else is new? What
Again,
else?
not just U.S. military aggression, but also the reckless and unlawful actions of the Israeli regime. While President Trump was elected on a platform of ours in our part of the
not
world.
to be confused with you.
Commitment to diplomacy, but also deceived his own voters by submitting to the wishes of a wanted war criminal who has grown accustomed to exploiting the lives and wealth of American citizens to further the Israeli regime's objectives. The U.S. act of aggression against...
So this is a whole bunch of talk. Let's get to the action. Let's get to the action. So let's get to what's really going on in real time. And the man that's named that starts with T ain't ceasing nothing because he out there acting like a madman. All right. But he's like, oh, the talks are going well. All right, so let's see. Let's see what else we want in, young. That was a good Jay-Z interview, right? That was a good one.
Over the past month or so, Richard, and it's good to have you on again today. I Jabba there. I want to hear.
Let me be absolutely clear. We're not an act of aggression against one nation. It is economic terrorism against every nation.
How are you?
Not now, not ever.
The fact is the Strait is being about it. What further detail do we look like at this point?
Well, I mean, I think details are hazy on all sides is the headline here. We don't know yet whether naval escorts are going to be put in place. We know there are plans afoot. I think everybody is
shout out to the Navy,
focusing on one of the
shout out to y'all
plans as the main operation, but that will only come into play after the hostilities have really ceased. And in the meantime, what we're seeing is a small trickle of ships running through. I think it was interesting the ADNOC head's comments there in Houston this week. As he was making those comments, one of his ships was passing through the Strait. So there are ships moving through, but they are moving through effectively under the control of Iran.
Hey, Minister B, PVM, how are you doing?
Iran says non-hostile vessels will be allowed passage. Sort of on a high level, what have you seen passing through? Which countries do you see as gaining access at this point, and why?
So I must stress that it is a trickle of vessels. So on an average day, you would expect to see 150 vessels. We've seen 139 transits since the beginning of March. So that gives you some idea of how few vessels are actually.
Welcome in, chat.
As you say, some are. Mainly bulk carriers, crude oil tankers, and they are flagged by Iran largely, but there are Greeks, there are Chinese vessels moving through. And there is a process now. There is a process that is effectively a Tehran toll booth that is in place that allows...
See, they keep hindering our energy and oil getting through and the shipments. And this is going to be a big problem. It's going to be
This is a song about a sleepy monster.
Everybody keep tapping and keep sharing. We're still here. You'll be going to eat breakfast, dinner, lunch. You'll come back. You'll be like, no, you're still here.
We speak right now, the shipping industry is effectively in paralysis.
Yeah.
Well, when he references the, and I quote him here, necessary coordination with Iranian authorities, he's talking, I guess, about that de facto toll that you just mentioned. Lloyd's List reported that at least 2 vessels, including a Chinese state-owned feeder tanker, have paid Iran a fee in exchange for safe passage through the state. How will this impact the global economy?
Until we see more ships moving through, it's difficult to know. We know that where fees are being paid, they're paid in yuan, and that's important because I think once all this is over, there is going to be a reckoning in terms of who has effectively paid what is still deemed by the US to be a terrorist organization. So I think there are very hazy details for very good reasons. Nobody really wants to talk about the money.
That's what we're dealing with here.
And where that money is ending up. Not all ships are paying to move through this. I should stress that. We've only had examples of two where payments have gone through, and it was around the tune of about $2 million for a tanker. But whether or not they're paying or not, they are essentially engaging with the IRGC. They are seeking permission. So I think it really depends. The Iranians, as you say, have effectively said, if you are not US or Israel affiliated, then you can move through. Right now, not enough of the shipping industry is trusting Iran not to hit their ships. So I think until there is a little bit more security and we see more ships moving through, this is still going to be a trickle.
What are you seeing in terms of sort of mitigation action at this point for the shipping industry effectively trying to avoid this strait?
The knock-on consequences are starting to become clear. Obviously, there's a lot of ships that are stuck in the Gulf. That's having a consequence in terms of the other ships that are now deviating to other sources, to other trades. I think the bigger, more immediate consequence is the fact that we are seeing ships slow down. We are seeing ships reroute. And that's because bunker fuel for the ships, the fuel that they use, has doubled in price. It's the availability that's the problem. And what we are seeing now is a ripple effect through the supply chain where bunker availability is going to start determining which ships can move where. We've already seen container lines pull a number of trades. Ships are slowing down. People are trying to start thinking about how they deal with turbulence that is rippling through all of the supply chains now. But again, until we have some certainty in terms of what happens next, it's very difficult to start planning beyond the next day.
With many of Iran's top leaders killed in US and Israeli strikes, one of the most senior surviving civilian figures is the Speaker of Iran's parliament. 64-year-old Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf is part of a shrinking pool of officials now shaping the country's response to the war. President Donald Trump said Monday that the US was having very strong talks. I quote him there, and was dealing with the man who is most he's to Ghalibaf, but within hours parliament negotiations between conflicts racial war. For more, let's bring in Ali Vez. He's the Iran director, project director at the International Crisis Group. He joined
related.
Just like they're eating the cats and they're eating the dogs. It's always the oil and the gas with him. He wants to get his cold, clammy hands on that oil. I'm telling you. Right?
More hardline. I think more important than Mr. Ghalibaf is the appointment of the new National Security Advisor, replacing Ali Larijani, who was killed last week by Israel. And in the regime, with someone, Razul who's an ultra hawk. And with the current head of the Revolutionary Guards also being in the same category, I think the Iranian regime has become just much more militarized and much more radical and hardline. So President Trump's expectation that anyone within that system would be able to become a Delcy Rodriguez, like in the case of Venezuela, is nothing but a mirage.
A mirage.
You don't make of the idea that Galibaf could be that Delcy type character. We've heard Donald Trump make those, draw those analogies again a number of times in the past couple of weeks.
Misunderstanding the like the Supreme Leader or like Mr. Ghalibaf. This is a system that has multiple power centers that are constantly. Mr. Ghalibaf were to make the kind of concessions that President Trump has in mind, which would basically be subjugating Iran to the end of his political life.
No.
This is why you see that every time President Trump comes up with some sort of positive messaging, Mr. Ghalibaf goes out there and dash any hopes that Iran would show flexibility.
It is entirely clear who is negotiating on the part of the United States. Trump said that Vice President J.D. Vance and the Secretary of State Marco Rubio were, and I quote him here, in negotiations right now. Iran's military spokesman focused on that, taunting the administration by asking, and I quote here, has the level of your internal conflicts reached the point where you are negotiating with yourselves? This is a pretty inauspicious start to any possible talks. To your mind then, is this Donald Trump wishful thinking?
Yeah, that's exactly.
In the last 2 years, in the middle of negotiations, he has bombed Iran. And so there is absolutely no trust in his credibility as a negotiating partner, in his return for diplomatic engagement.
Yeah, what's up?
And so it doesn't matter who the Americans would put on the other side, whether it's Steve Witkoff or Jared Kushner or Vice President Vance. From the Iranian perspective, the most important thing here is against Iran doesn't work, whether it's economic coercion or military coercion.
It surely does
this
not
is why
work.
I don't think that the Iranians would engage in diplomacy in a serious way unless and until
clear that Iran would agree to put down without something meaningful. What do you think that meaningful concession would be?
I could answer that question. That meaning concession would be that they're not okay. They don't trust him. But now, hey, what's up, Cam? How are you? Yeah, so we talked about Jay-Z today. Everybody just coming in. We played a nice interview on him, and we was talking about the war updates. Talk a little bit about hey Miss Sippy, what's up? So now look, it's 2:30, but I might come back later after I come back from running my appointment. I might come back on later, depending that I don't have to be on set early tomorrow. We working on power tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, I gotta go do what I gotta do. It's already 2:00. We got on not too late to do, whatever I'm doing. If I'm on set, then I'll tell you. I'll give you a date in a video tomorrow. All right. So I'm waiting. Oh my. Oopsie. On the F's to the booksies, on the XXXs, and on the twitchy poos. Okay, you can run it back and you can watch it. I also have a list on a section in my YouTube. It's Miss Knockout Pie. So I'll be back, back really soon. All right, everybody keep pushing the in the Discord. All right, and we'll be back. Alex. So yeah, we're going. We're still here, ain't we? All right, everybody. So we're going to end this show. I will speak to y'all in a minute. Come check out the Miss Knockout Show. Run it back. Subscribe. I just had to run and get something. Subscribe. And make sure you run it up. Watch the replay. All right. And I will see y'all very soon.
Is the Miss Knockout Show on the airwaves? So like, if I share, if I bless, if I the flow. Is the Miss Knockout Show? Now you already know. Hot topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for. MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beast to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat go shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessed-ified, let the energy fly. Hit that happy-fi, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the Miss Knockout Show. Knockout Show, hot topics, beats and the glow. You rockin' with Miss Knockout. Let's go. Let's fight, let's fight.